Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card. As you can see, I'm still in the season spirit. I busted out the wizard robe from the closet. So I'll model it for you guys this week. It fits, right? Let's get it going though. What's up with Taurus here? Dip our toes. So yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. What's up with Taurus, please, and thank you. Quick, first card. All right, I haven't seen this card for any sign in quite a while. This is an extremely sharp intellectual type of energy. Your mind, your brain could be firing on all cylinders when we have a card like this. Now, before we start peeling back the symbolism of that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly take out your wizard wand and illuminate that like button, you know I'd greatly appreciate it, my friends. But let's get into the reading, enough of the promo. So if you take a look at some of the symbolism in this card, you see that monkey. It's dressed up like Shakespeare. It's holding that skull. It's contemplating its life. It's in front of a typewriter. There's all sorts of like mathematical equations and binary code. So to me, this is all about intellectual pursuits, something regarding the mind. So hopefully this is your mind firing on all cylinders, being sharp intellectually. You can't get past somebody who's encapsulating this energy. Like nothing's getting by you. And we did have this energy of mental realization in last week's reading. We'll talk about that more as we press forward. But hopefully none of you are having like brain fogs or your mind is getting the better of you, because this can be overthinking and analyzing. But the main thing I think with this card is just a very sharp wit, a very sharp mind. Now is a good time for any intellectual pursuit. So let's get into tarot. I always say that first card, it's just a little footnote. It doesn't make or break the reading. But yeah, we're going to get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. So let's get a shuffle for the Taurus collective, please. Let's see what's going on. I've been having a few interesting readings for the earth signs this week. But yeah, last week's reading, let's talk about it real quick. It was titled A Shocking Revelation. So that's what I mean, that mental energy. A lot of you could have been having lots of realizations where things just pop into your brain, connecting dots, aha moments. That energy could still persist in coming days and weeks. But yeah, things could have been popping up unexpectedly too, but it was more about mental realization. So we're going to see what we have for you this week, my friends. As always, energy is never set in stone. It's very fluid. Only take this how it hits for you, because this could be someone else around you, right? This could be someone else. Let's get 3 out here for Taurus. And you've had a mixed bag in recent weeks. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles in position number 1. That is a card that could easily be you. Interesting. Now, usually she is a very good, prosperous, abundant type of card. Let's keep moving, though. In my style of reading, it could just be something coming towards you or a way you're feeling. All right, we have the Chariot in position number 2. This is a movement-based type of card. It's action. So that already changes the dynamic of what we got going on, Taurus. So it's going to be a nuanced one. It usually is for Taurus. And yeah, here's even more nuance. We have the Hanged Man in position number 3. So talk about opposites. Talk about duality. I was seeing this in, I believe, the Libra reading too, similar themes. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff. So position number 1, the Queen of Pentacles. Like I was saying, in my simplistic style, when we clarify it, it could be something that's coming towards you. This card can also be indicative of mother figures, anything revolving around motherhood or fertility. But a big thing I think of with this Queen of Pentacles, if it's not a person, is she is very similar archetypes to the Empress, right? The energy of blessings, the energy of nature, fruitfulness, abundance. So this could be a very, very good card depending on what clarifies it, okay? Now, as we move throughout the reading, and I believe that might be a nice cornerstone for the spread. But moving to the center, we have the Chariot. For some of you, you might be connected to a Cancerian or someone from the Cancer Collective with this card. Heavy movement in action. This is probably the fastest card, if not one of the fastest cards in the whole entire deck. It can speak about determination, forward movement, forward progress, going to or away from something. It's just heavy, heavy action. This card can also speak about distance and travel. Maybe some of you are ramping up for a trip of some kind. But when I see this card, I always like to remind people that you can't forget that the Chariot is an instrument of war, right? This is something that was made for war. So when I see it in a spread, there is this little underlying warning about possible conflict. So we want to clarify that if it's not a person in your life. But moving to the very back end, we have the Hanged Man, the complete antithesis of the Chariot. Now, the Hanged Man, to me, it represents the sign of Scorpio. Some people even say this could be a Virgo. It's a powerful major arcana, completely opposite from this Chariot. So this could be somebody that is stopped, pulled back, analyzing, reflective. And it kind of fits in with this energy right here of that mental analyzing, thinking, strategizing, looking down at the nuts and bolts of things. This card can also be an energy of self-sacrifice, worrying about other people's happiness, taking one for the team. Sacrifice is a big thing with this Hanged Man. But the way it's looking to me, the fact that we're going from the fastest card, or one of the fastest cards, into one of the cards that are dead stopped and not moving, is we're going to have a lot of nuance here, because there could be something that's coming to a halt. There could be something that's coming to a stop or an end as well. So let's just see how it plays out. Let's dive deeper, Taurus. We're going to jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the Taurus collective, please. Hopefully nothing's like stop, go, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, where you feel like you're making headway and then it's like a step back. Let's just clarify it here. And yes, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Queen of Pentacles. And yes, my friends, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to the Taurus collective, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind. All right, Queen of Pentacles here. What could be coming towards you? Thank you. 3 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. It doesn't get much more better than that. A lot of you could be having some sort of like massive win or victory coming in for you, because the 3 of Cups to me is a card of celebration. It's a card of happiness, merriment, joyousness. It's a beautiful type of energy. Now, it gets a bad reputation in the tarot community because people always say third-party situation this, third-party situation that. I don't like to go that route, because this to me is like celebrating with others. When I see it under a card that could represent you, when I see it under a card that could represent blessings, it's the water and earth combination, which is fruitful and abundant. So a lot of you have some really good possibilities in the coming days and weeks for things to swing your way, especially if you have been struggling with things going back and forth, back and forth. This is huge abundance, right? Whether it's monetary or otherwise. Some of you could have like a big influx of money coming in or something financial, really nice. But overall, like, even if you're watching this for relationships or whatever, this is a beautiful, luscious, win, victory-based type of energy, and it's huge, and it's massive. I love it. We're going to keep moving. We're going to see if that persists, right? Because that's still only the first card. We need to see what's stopping at the end there with the Hanged Man. But interesting. Okay, I always like doing the Taurus readings, but this week it's got a little extra something. Let's see what's up with that Chariot. Why is the Chariot here for Taurus? Thank you. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Beautiful. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. This could be speaking about soulmates, twin flames, things like that. Yeah, determined to make something work as well. I don't feel like this is conflict-based in the end. When I see the King and Queen of Pentacles, if that's not another earth sign or earth sign connection showing up here, this could be any soulmate or soul bond, a big focus on interpersonal relationships here, receiving assistance. I do really like this. And once again, it's abundance, it's water, it's earth as well. So a double down of this abundance. And I know I was already using the words like huge and big and massive, but we have a double down of this energy. This could be you and somebody else getting on the same page as well. So someone you're close to, like, even if it's not completely optimal the way you want it, you might be getting on the same level, same page with somebody. If you're watching this for romance, this could be someone moving towards you energetically as well, or you moving towards somebody else. But to me, this just feels good. This is more abundance here, so it's like a double down. You might be receiving a lot of opportunities in the coming days and weeks. okay, in various portions of your life. So we're going to move over to this Hanged Man because it's positive after positive so far, which is needed because I feel like in recent weeks there's been like a dicey energy that's been around the Taurus readings. So it's nice to have that let up and all this abundance and goodness come in. We're going to go in on that Hanged Man. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Loving it. So why is this Hanged Man here for Taurus, please? Thank you. Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah, there might be somebody that really wants to say something to you or talk to you, but they're stopping themselves from doing it. With the Page of Swords in the upright underneath this Hanged Man. Also, that's the Spy of the Tarot deck. I need to tell you that somebody could have eyes on you, especially if you're winning, especially if you're doing good. Things are going your way. There might be somebody analyzing you, watching your reactions, whether that's through social media or otherwise. There could, with the Hanged Man and the Spy of the Tarot deck together, they're both extremely analytical. So there might be somebody you're keeping your eye on, but there could absolutely be one or multiple people keeping their eye on you, okay? And I didn't get that for you in recent weeks. I got it for other earth signs. This Page of Swords could represent, you know, an air sign. But when I see it in the upright underneath this, just know that you could be under somebody's microscope, okay? Or there could be something you really need to step back and analyze. Whatever situations you're going through, there might be things that you're not quite seeing that you need to see the fine details of when I have this, okay? But yeah, I don't feel like it's a reading breaker, but it is absolutely something that needs to be heard here. And I don't feel like it's stopping all this energetic goodness. And I also want to mention this. We have a king, we have a queen, we have a page. This is like a family unit. So a lot of you could also be having issues, or not issues, but things happening that are very important with a family unit or family cell. So let's go through. I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box. Position number 1, we have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups in the upright. Beautiful, celebratory, abundant, overflowing goodness here. I love it. And we have like a double down of this energy. But to me, like I said, this could be massive wins or victories in different portions of your life. Things could be looking up. Things could be on the up and up. Moving to the center, we have the Chariot, the card of movement with the King of Pentacles. We're talking interpersonal relationships and bonds. Somebody could be coming towards you, or you could be moving towards somebody. But the main vibe I'm picking up here is this water, earth, abundance coming in, because the King of Pentacles, if it's not a person, if it's not an older man or a father figure, it is grounded and just overflowing with abundance. It's like Big Daddy type of energy. Moving to the back end, we have the Hanged Man with the Page of Swords. So there might be certain things that you need to like see the fine details of. There might be certain things that you need to see or watch out for. But I was getting the vibe that you might be under somebody's microscope. Someone might be watching you, or you might be watching somebody else as well, whether through social media or otherwise, because these are two very analytical watchers right here on the back. So do with that what you will, Taurus. We're going to get you one shadow card. Please, if you want to look into it further, just take that screenshot and do so. But yeah, let's get you one shadow card here. See what's going on. Very interesting reading, okay? And I don't say things like, oh, someone might be watching you to like get you nervous or be a fearmonger. Trust me. That's just the vibe I'm picking up there. Importance of family. But yeah, we're just going to get you one shadow card here just to put a cherry on top of this reading. I always like to end off the readings this way. Yeah, Ace of Swords, that's nice. So we've had this little undercurrent of mental sharpness from front to back. It was with the first card with the ape. Then we were seeing it with the Hanged Man and the page. We have the Ace of Swords in the shadows. Okay, so seeing the truth of a matter or thinking clearly. Okay, there's a lot of thought action in the Taurus readings for the past few weeks. So hopefully this isn't your mind overthinking. For some of you, you might be a little harsher than you normally are. Your words might have an edge to them. Your words might cut. So just know in this time, like you might hurt people's feelings without trying to do so. But when I see the Ace of Swords in the shadows, it's all about the mindset. Okay, so hopefully, I'm not going to say you're having a darker mindset, but there might be something you need to process mentally. Okay, and just keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your mindset pure and clean. So Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. For the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you'd like to see me dressed up as for Halloween this year. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.